Welcome back with AG Official. In this video, I will explain everything to you in full detail. A federal appeals court heard arguments over former President Trump's possible immunity from prosecution for disputes on Tuesday, putting him at a key point. One of the three judges, Judge Karen Henderson, asked a crucial question regarding how their ruling may stop a deluge of lawsuits filed against former presidents. Throughout the hearing, one of special counsel Jack Smith's prosecutors, James Pierce, contended that the public no longer recognizes the president as immune to prosecution in the wake of Watergate. Conservative Brief reported on Wednesday, January 10, 2024, that Pierce said that the probes against Trump by the Biden administration are a reaction to the extraordinary nature of the accusations against him rather than a reflection of a larger trend. He stressed that no president had ever claimed immunity beyond their term in office prior to this case. Yet, these arguments were rebutted by Trump's legal staff, headed by John Sauer. Prosecuting Trump for his official activities, according to Sauer, could discourage future presidents from making bold judgments. At the same time, Trump's attorney emphasized the unique character of the present proceedings by disputing the idea that Trump's legal team had previously presented contradictory arguments during his second impeachment. Trump was present at the hearing and subsequently said that his legal team had done a good job of arguing his innocence while casting the prosecution as an enemy of democracy. Not only will this case affect Trump's criminal prosecution, but it will also affect the larger issue of whether a former president may be held accountable for official acts done while in office. Two of the three judges were appointed by President Biden, which brought an additional level of political complexity to the proceedings. With the goal of prolonging the legal process, Trump's team is attempting to postpone the trial from its originally scheduled start date of March 4th, potentially extending it until the November election. Although a recent intervention request was denied by the Supreme Court, further appeals are still possible. Although the case is now on pause due to an appeal, both sides are keen to get the trial back on track before the November election. Smith's team is particularly eager to do so. As Trump portrays the prosecution as politically driven and harmful to democracy, the judicial battle over presidential immunity takes place against a backdrop of political unrest. Aside from determining Trump's legal destiny, the continuing court battle also establishes the standard for the potential accountability of future presidents for their official activities after leaving office. Legal considerations, political ramifications, and the possibility of impact on the next election all come together to make this case monumental in determining the extent to which the president in the U.S. enjoys immunity from prosecution. At the same time, former President Trump was unable to deliver his closing argument because of a legal bombshell dropped by New York Judge Arthur Ingram. The ruling has added a new level of excitement to the legal struggle, coming just one day before closing arguments are scheduled to begin in the $370 million trial that New York Attorney General Letitia James began. Chris Case, Trump's attorney, was notified of Ingram's decision by email regarding the judge's requirements for approving the closing statement. Reasonable lawful limits, the email noted that the former president had not responded. According to Raw Stories reporting from Wednesday, January 10, 2024, the judge made it clear that he believed Trump would refuse to meet the requirements. The charges against the former president center on claims of fraud and are spearheaded by Attorney General Letitia James. Due to his possible candidacy for the Republican nomination for president in 2024, Trump's trial has been the center of legal and political interest, and he has denied any wrongdoing. There is now even more mystery surrounding the proceedings because Trump will not be allowed to make a closing argument. Legal teams frequently use closing arguments as a chance to make a strong final point and impress the jury. The trial's dynamics may undergo a dramatic change now that Trump is no longer allowed to engage in this usual practice. It was believed that the previous president was unwilling to comply with the stated criteria because of the lack of communication from Trump's side, as highlighted by Judge Ingram's email.